we are going to be recapping the offseason moves made by the Vancouver Titans. The Titans started off by announcing FRD, Fire, and Linkser all at once. One of the most intriguing pickups of the entire offseason. The addition of Teru really jumps out at you.
Yeah, I mean, it was stressful.
Yep, Zach. We wanted to give these to you on Tuesday, but we had some logistic challenges. So just a welcome to Vancouver kit. Dalton, you get first. So here's that's a welcome to Vancouver kit.
Yay!
Welcome to roll. You're next. The two returning players.
Yay, thank you.
Just to be clear, I will never call you fried wiener as long as you work in our organization.
Nathan works fine.
Fire. There's no booze in here from Montreal, so there you go.
Can you recommend anything?
Okay. Here you go, buddy. Thank you. Justin.
Thank you.
Thanks and welcome. And then last but not least, Steven.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Yes.
All the best on the weekend, okay?
Yep.
And just remember, like the most important thing, yeah, about winning and that is really important, but more important, I think, for you guys, enjoy Vancouver, enjoy the experience, and we're really excited to have you here, okay?
Thanks, Rick.
And just reach out and let us know, of course, if you need anything. Good luck this weekend, guys.
Thank you.
All right, I'll be watching. We'll see ya.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Dude.
You've never had sales?
No, still haven't went. Rolf keeps on telling me it's not that it's not all that it is. I mean, my sister's from Calgary, so she always tries to tell me to get it, but I'm good enough with some water. My name is Stephen Coronel. I'm the head coach for the Vancouver Titans. I'm from New York. I started coaching the spring of 2019. That was like my first season, so I guess technically we're hitting year 2. The goal was always to get under an varsity coach that I already knew. Become their assistant coach, learn from them, and then hopefully eventually at some point in time have my own team. And that kind of came about fast. I never got to be an assistant coach, but varsity was definitely the goal. I did realize it was going to be like a step up from everything, but that's what made it so stressful. The two guys are my staff members, right? Like Justin and Ali. They're great support. Like us three, we always held each other. We held each other up, and then to my family's point, my brother was just like, dude, like you're there, you just like commit to it. Like make sure you're giving it everything. As far as if I'm happy with the outcome, I'm happy with what we did in the time we had. Not necessarily happy with the outcome. We want to be perfect. Like we want to be a good team. We don't want to be like a joke. And honestly, since we've all been here, we've been improving pretty well, and I'm grateful for that. So I can't wait to get these games going and have the season and get more practice in. I think one of the main things we wanted to keep going was what can we build off of, and starting with that is which of the guys from last season. Every player tried out for the position, but from there it's just what pieces do you want to build around? Could we build around Treadlock? Could we build around Dalton? Could we build around Rolf? But as we were kind of putting everyone together, who would mesh well together, personalities kind of came a thing. I think each player brings something to the table, and can we grow off of this? Yes. Can we teach him to do more? Can we get more out of him? Can he become a different person, or a better person rather? That's kind of what the thought process was when we were building this roster.
EMP for free with support on this. All right, Washington move in. Start the capture here. Dalton's trying to get to the back line. What a stick! Aim got it, is down.
Dalton's a great player. I think just coaching him, I think their receptiveness is crazy good, and honestly, when you get him to speak his mind, he'll speak his mind, and that's kind of what you want to get out of him.
If he doesn't, it could be trouble. BQB goes down. Treadlock now into the back line and gets rid of both supports there.
I really like working with Tread. To coach him, I think he's super receptive, but he also asks a lot of questions. I think a lot of the players on the team do that already, but Tread in particular, he's doing that a lot more now that he's here in person. It seems like the distractions he had is no longer there.
Forward now with a bit of confidence, and here's a coalescence from the high ground for Rolf, and wow, the timing on that one looks so good.
Really
Just able
nice.
to get rid of Chris and Gangnam Jin.
I like working with Rolf. He gives a lot of feedback on things that
you know, he doesn't think maybe right, or, you know, if something's right, he always wants to encourage it. Kind of mentality is good.
At the World Cup in Incheon, this man is out of control. Gets another shot there onto Aid. Under a little bit of fire. Oh, he gets him mid-sleep dart. He didn't even hit the ground yet.
Linkser brings a lot to this team. I think he brings the experience that the previous team did not have. Also, Linkser outside of the game, he's awesome. He's funny.
Coming in, that Popo drops onto the low ground. Bomb up over the top, gets a double. Anabo and Mono both disappear.
I knew Fried on the 2018 roster of Second Wind. He's amazing to be around. He's got like that energy. It'll get you going just looking at him when he's like doing stuff.
What a field! That was oh my god, Dogman, Immortality field, and then Fire gets 2! That is crazy!
Anthony's like, I think he's great. He brings he's always asking questions, right? Not necessarily for himself, but like the team to understand something better. Like that's kind of what he brings, and like outside of mechanical stuff, it's so important. That's like such a good trait to have.
와, 대박이 나야 되거든요.
자, 갑니다.
와, 메리 잘랐고요. 와,
아우, 이것까지. 야, 테루. 야, 3킬 만들어 3킬.
Minky, I think he brings like that X factor to the team. Minky's a funny guy. He'll say some really funny things, and he'll know exactly what kind of like humor to hit on. I don't know. He's great. These guys are so good. Yeah, I love spending time with all of them. I think the first thing that I'm currently thinking about is going to be performance. But in the long run, I also want them to be better people. I think we have a couple of young guys mixed in with some older guys, and I think the young guys get to learn a lot out of it. I think growth is important, and I know it's not like like a contenders league where I'm coaching like 16, 15-year-olds where they're just like in high school and they're learning what the hell they want to do. These guys are older, they're adults, right? So the best thing for me is just to make sure that they grow with the team.
This is indeed a battle for the North. These two teams very much changed, but last time they went head-to-head, it was a 5-map affair. Very close story here.
Young hit scan player.
Oh, there it is! Philip Gifter Esports makes his entry. Good start here for the Vancouver Titans. Hyperspheres were pretty lethal. Dalton, I mean, fair enough. Tries to capture the point here, but Nice is just sent to deal with him comfortably. And there is Michelle. Has that Graviton Surge, fires it off, and it's pretty much elementary from there on. Outlock frozen up here. Sado quick to turn, shields up, and Treadlock now takes an opportunity to get some free hits in. Great Immortality field. Sado was in deep trouble there. And Dalton has spent most of the fight on the outside looking in, Matt.
Sisu's going to have the Deadeye as well here, probably just moving players off of the cart, but this does not look likely that Titans are even going to get back to it.
The Titans now in a good position to take this map away. Michelle goes low. Frywinner has to duck inside the bubble for the time being, and Dalton's stunned up. He's able to blink away. Now the pulse bomb doesn't connect, but Logic and Aztec are down, and the Titans stay alive here with a victory on Watch Point Gibraltar. That's the case with Batista's healing output in these fights. Red lockdown, which means a free shatter here for Sado. That yields the kill of Teru and a D-suit. Surely, Matt, surely this has to be it. With 2 minutes left in the round now, the Titans make their way to the point and, well, the Defiant rather, are successful.
I think understood that we can actually play to a certain level. Obviously, we didn't do that every single play of every single match of the weekend. And I think it's important that the players like understand that. And I think everybody did understand that, but there was some things that we can look at and improve on. And there's also things we just learned from the other teams that are playing as well.
Here we have it. The teams are rolling out. You can see them taking vastly different approaches here. The high ground for the Vancouver Titans.
And they're getting caught by the walls. They're really nice by Teru, actually. A new addition. And there's Shredlock. He gets the shatter, catches Yaki, and forces out that ice block.
OG's in so much trouble here, and he's been brought so low to Blizzard 8 up as well by Fried, and the overtime will tick, but ultimately no one from Florida is left standing to contest. Fried, 9 seconds remaining here, Josh, and it looks like we're going to be seeing the full hold.
Yeah, you don't have to look so worried, BQB. Your team's got it locked up in the back.
There you go.
That's it. The Florida Mayhem, they come away with King's Row.
To being strung out all over the place. Shredlock with the shatter is going to connect. Gargoyle will fall. Fire just trying to at least follow up on a lot of this work that's being done. BQB 7 health. Unable to really contest this and touch this. The Immortality field not enough, and the Vancouver Titans rolling it in. The grab is laid down here by Frywinner, just trying to catch them out, but they've already lost Dalton and Fire. could be disastrous for them. Already look at that tick going right up as Bob is just laying down suppressive fire from the point in the corner and nobody can touch it. It's going to end with a whimper there as the Florida Mayhem are the ones to close it out 3-1.
I had this varsity coach. He's like 24 years old, coaching like a varsity high school team. But he was like super strict, like to the point where if you didn't show up to practice with a white t-shirt, everyone's running laps. We got rolled, we got swept. And he was like, you guys are practicing here every day, and he let that happen to you. Like, what do you guys want your legacy to be? Like, you guys like outside of varsity, like what do you guys want to do? That impacted me like pretty deeply. I think what you want out of life in general is like something you kind of need to consider. And then for me personally, I think my legacy for coaching, my legacy for esports, my legacy for Overwatch, I think something that I always loved and I want it to be is just, maybe it's not fame, it's not acclaim. I just want to be like I just want to be like a representation of like what you can do, but not taking the traditional route for my family. I think that's like my legacy. I could care less if I have 1 billion Twitter followers, a check mark. I think for me it is just your family. I think it's like pretty important. Yeah, although I wouldn't mind having that fame, but it's just like my focus is like what my legacy is within the people who know me.